Okay, Travis here, Rods and Mods. My buddy Jace, you might know him from @Jace. He hangs out at the shop a lot here. He's a good friend of mine. He decided to go pick up a convertible Camaro. As you can see, I've got this 67 Camaro over here. He took that out a few times with his family, absolutely fell in love and just decided he had to have a 67 Camaro convertible. And he relentlessly searched until he found one. And this is what he found. He showed up at my shop today with this thing here and he just said, "Hey Trav, I need you to take a look at this for me." So we're gonna take a look at it. Let's just do a quick little scope of it. At first appearances, pretty good. Those look like the original wheels. Nice tires on it. You know, it's not in bad shape at all. I mean, it's got a decent paint job on it. You know, a few little minor dings. It's got a white interior for a convertible. That's great because here in St. George, if you got a black interior, you're going to be miserable. You're going to hate driving in the summer. Your leg moves an inch while you're driving and it burns. So this is great. I love the matching color from the outside to the inside with the dash and the carpet and how that all flows together. That's definitely a great thing. All in all, doesn't look too bad. Looks like it could use a little bit of cleanup, but yeah, decent looking 67. It's got the RS cap on it, but it's not an RS because we know from the grill, because the RS has the vacuum operated open headlights on it. And so, yeah, decent looking car. Like, it's probably a good looking car. So let's go take a look under the hood and see what we got here. I don't know a whole lot about it. He told me a few things, but let's dig in. So, all right. 327 small block, that's what you would have found with this 67 Camaro. That's what would have came with it at first glance. I'm saying probably not original motor. We got some heat plugs here and here. It means it was probably pulled out of a yard or a rebuild. So probably not the original motor, but we can look into the numbers and find out. 327 small blocks, really a great motor for this car. You know, it's picked up good power for this little car, you know. Says 250 horsepower right there, which is accurate to the crank probably, but you know, and to the flywheel, but not probably to the wheel. Probably like 175, 190, maybe like 190 to the wheel, I don't know. Have to dyno it and see. But anyway, actually it looks pretty decent under here. I mean, it's got heat, not air conditioning, but it's a pretty clean engine bay for a 1967 car. I don't know the whole story on it, but he said there was just a couple of owners and they've done a little bit of work to it, but not a ton. So I'm gonna put this up in the air and look at it because there were some things I told him to look for. He said he was, you know, watching. I told him to look at, you know, the underneath side of some of the fenders, the pinch wells and some of that other stuff. Actually, I'm gonna leave this open for some light. We're gonna get this in the air and look at it. Get up too tight, too high. Make sure it's gonna stay on the lift. Looks like we're safe there. All right, guys. So, right away, it has been resprayed. You can see some overspray on the bottoms, you know, into the chassis. Not a big deal. Every car from this age has probably been resprayed, like not, you know, having the original paint on a car from 1967 be, you know, I mean, you find it, but there's no surprises that it's been resprayed. So, yeah, you can see on the leaf springs and, okay, all in all, we're trying to take a look at these pinch welds. Definitely, you know, you want to make sure all this stuff is pretty solid, and that all looks pretty solid. So, I don't see any rust or any like signs that his floor pan has been replaced or redone. You know, his rockers look good. Not surprised. I think they're galvanized, pretty sure in this year. So like, but the rockers look like they're in good shape, which is great. Pinch welds look great. Get up into our fenders. I don't find any like major rust or deterioration. Usually you're gonna find your rust in these, especially back here on these Camaro convertibles, because the drains from the convertible top all drain to the back of the convertible top, and there's a plastic channel that goes around underneath that, and it runs down like inside the car and drains out right here. And so it's a place where you might find some serious rust and corrosion, but I'm not seeing that, which is great. Trunk looks, you know, actually like it's pretty solid. So all in all, I'm not seeing any major corrosion or rust under this. I think that in that area he got, you know, he did good. And these are all things I told him to look for. You know, I kind of gave him a list to watch for. And I think all in all he did pretty good, because we didn't, we're not finding any corrosion. And you know, he'd been on the hunt for one of these for a while. And we'd been looking through videos of a lot of these 67 Camaros to 69 Camaros. And as soon as they'd get them in the air, they'd get some footage underneath on the pan or the pinch welds or any of these places, they had problems, all of them. So this one, pretty decent. It looks like it's had some body work done. They've probably replaced these rear quarter panels. Almost 100% sure they have. Yeah, they've definitely replaced some rear quarter panels on this. Not a bad thing. Somebody's done some body work, that's okay. All in all, not too bad. Body's not perfect, but it's in pretty decent shape. So, not too bad. I've got some recommendations for him. Like just looking at the suspension and on here, you know, what I would expect from something this age, a lot of stuff is wore out. If it were me, and I'm gonna recommend this, SpeedTech has a front and rear subframe for this that's bolt in, that would make his ride phenomenal. And there's some others out there. I really like the SpeedTech setup. That would be my recommendation. I'm gonna talk to him about that when I see him here again. Since he doesn't have the original motor, you know, there's some cool options we could go with. You know, if he's not gonna stay numbers matching, obviously you could LS swap it, but there's a lot of other cool stuff you could do too. You could just, you know, it's really endless, but you know, 350 with an Edelbrock port injection system in it, you know, I don't know. Options are endless, but I would definitely change out the suspension, the rear axle with SpeedTech's bolt-in subframes. That'll give him a much better ride. I mean, he'll really enjoy it. One of the reasons we changed out the suspension, put all the SpeedTech system in my Camaro, is the ride just wasn't that great. Honestly, just love the car. The ride wasn't great. So, and I got a chance to ride in a couple of Camaros that SpeedTech did, and I've worked on some of those, and I love the way they ride. So anyway, that's gonna be my recommendation with that. A lot of options on the motor and transmission that we could go with. Honestly, the Power Glide transmission is a great transmission. We could just leave that in there. Bolt the 350 to the front from Blueprint. I think they got a 350 that's like 419 foot-pounds of torque and like 390 horsepower. They got a long block. That'd be a great option for this with an Edelbrock port injection system. Probably bolt right up to this Power Glide transmission. So, all in all, good looking car. I think he did all right. I think he did a good job, you know. Not bad. I'm gonna drop it down, take a look at a couple more things, the doors and some stuff like that, and see what we can find. But pretty clean, honestly. I think, you know, not a bad job. Forgot about Camaro convertibles, they flex. So let's get the doors open and take a little peek at it, okay? Probably a little bit of adjustment there. And the door opens up. Actually, I'm gonna take a look underneath the door under here and see what kind of, you know, there's a little corrosion under there. No surprises. Almost every car from this era has a little bit of corrosion in there because the water, especially in a convertible, gets down here, runs to the bottom. No surprises. Actually not in bad shape for its year. It's in pretty decent, you know. It's actually doing pretty good for its year. So the convertible top looks like it's in, you know, he's got a cover on here. It's pretty decent. Looks like it's been out in the sun a little bit. It needs to be cleaned up. But I saw this with the top closed and there was no tears or rips in it. It looked like it was in pretty good shape. So I think it needs a good cleaning. This looks like the original upholstery from the car when it came out originally, honestly. Probably the original upholstery from the car. And looks pretty good, all in all. So let's see what she sounds like. Maybe see if she starts up. Listen, starts up nice and easy. But you know, I'm sure we're gonna change the motor in it. I'm sure I can convince him to put in something a little better. One thing I will definitely try to convince him to do that I did on mine is East Bay Muscle Cars sells a double din system for this. So it's a billet aluminum piece that goes in here that has a double din screen here, and below it it'll have your air conditioning control. And then of course we'd put Vintage air conditioning in it. So I'm gonna definitely try to convince him to do that. I'm sure he'll go for it. It's a nice upgrade to have in here. So car needs a few things, but you know, he wanted a car that was fun, and but he wanted to do, you know, he wants something he can do a little bit of work on, I think. So all in all, he's got a good project here, but you know, he can enjoy it in the time being because it runs and it drives. So he can enjoy it, and we can start putting together some parts and some different things if I can convince him to get them, and we'll tear it down and build something cool. You know, interesting to note, it has a mirror on both sides. Most of these Camaro convertibles at the time actually only had a mirror on one side. I mean, you really didn't need both. You can't see out of the right-hand one anyway, and it's convertible, you can look around, but most of them only had one mirror, and this has both. So all in all, not too bad. A little bit of gapping issues when they put this together. Could have been changed up a little bit. You know, they could have done things a little differently, but pretty good for what it is. Not too bad. Need some chrome. I actually have a piece of chrome for that, an extra one, so we can get him that. And there you have it, 1967 Camaro. This is Jace's car. We're gonna probably do some cool stuff to it, so you're gonna have to stay tuned for that. I'm gonna convince Jace to do some of these upgrades on this, and it's gonna end up turning into a cool build video, so make sure you like and subscribe so you can watch the progress. And I'm gonna get him in here and make him do some of the work because it's always fun. So yeah, stay tuned guys, thanks.